queer.
So what is a woman?
A woman, I mean, oh my gosh, I have to get into it. Like,
Yes.
a woman basically is usually a person who is born with a vagina and the genitalia of what we typically would know as a woman.
Usually he's doing a lot of heavy lifting there.
Usually,
You
it
see,
is.
It's doing a lot of.
Because I know that there's people who
So what is a woman? Like when we point to a definition, we don't say usually, right?
No, I know.
Because otherwise the definition doesn't mean anything.
Try to
Right?
be
Like
inclusive.
if I said a camera's usually a component base that a camera had, but also an electrical board had, I'm not pointing at anything. So what is a woman?
A woman is someone who has a vagina.
Born with a vagina.
Yeah.
Wait,
Okay.
can I ask a clarifying question on that?
Okay.
So you're familiar with the term neo-vagina?
Actually, I'm not.
Okay, so you know-
But she said
Okay.
born with.
Oh, is that something like you?
Did she say born?
She said born with.
I thought she was a woman with a vagina. Can you repeat it one more time?
I would say, yeah, a woman born with a vagina.
Oh, okay, fair enough. What's a woman?
Anyone who presents or identifies as a woman.
Your definition?
Has a vagina.
Same, has a vagina.
Wait, well, just to be clear, transgender women can get a surgery that gives them what they would call a vagina. So
Now,
just want to clarify.
They wouldn't
when you
be
guys say
biological, but they would
Right.
be a woman, a
You'd
transgender
say-
woman. And
So
I do,
just yes, that's what I'm
Transgender
getting to
woman.
because I don't consider the transgender surgery what they do, the bottom surgery. That's not a vagina. So I just want to be really precise in our language here.
Yeah.
Are you saying a woman born female with a vagina?
So
or?
a woman who's born with a vagina, and then a transgender who goes through the surgery is transgender woman. What other people want to call themselves and do, yeah, that's up to you to label.
Okay, so are you agreeing with her?
I'm agreeing with the same.
Okay, so a transgender
I
woman
do
is a woman.
see a distinction between the two, but they're both women.
Okay. What is a woman?
A woman is someone who either presents themselves as a woman or goes through the process to be able to present themselves as a woman, because there's a difference between sex and gender.
Okay. And what is a woman?
Like a woman is a person with a vagina, but like I know people are sometimes born with no complete vagina.
Like intersex?
Hermaphrodite.
Intersex?
Intersex, like they have both.
They
Like
can be. They would call those chimeras or hermaphrodites.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about those cases, but there are cases that like their genes are like
XXY?
no, but like XX, but however they're
Sure, they're still
like,
males.
No, they're females. Like
XX is male. XY is. No, I'm
No,
sorry.
XX.
XY is male.
XX
XX is female.
Yeah, yeah.
But you can have XXY,
yeah,
Yes.
right?
yeah,
And things
but-
like this where you're still the opposite sex.
Yes, but I'm not talking about that
Here,
case.
What is
like,
a woman? Just define it.
a woman is a person with a complete vagina, or like they have problems with their vagina, but they were raised up like as a social female.
Okay, so you're talking like a birth defect.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. What about transgender women? Are they women?
Like, do they still have a penis?
But I'm a bit
No,
confused
we're
because
just
you said
asking you what-
born. You said born with a
didn't-
vagina.
No, I said with a vagina, I think.
Yes.
Oh, you said a woman is someone with a vagina, not
Yes.
born with a vagina.
Right.
Okay, so that would include at least in your view, that would include transgender women.
Do they still have dicks?
Yeah, they cut
Sure,
their dick
let's
off.
say they get rid of the
If they-
penis.
Yeah, then it's okay.
Okay.
Then it's a woman. Okay, cut one follow up on that. Can a male become a female?
Well. Okay.
They can do whatever they please and identify with, but personally, I just and
Hold on. So I'm asking you a question.
yes,
So there's gender.
Can a man
Hold on,
become a
hold on.
woman?
No. There's gender and sex. So I'm
Yes.
talking gender. A man can become a woman? I think some of you are going to say yes. If we're talking about sex, can a male become a female?
If it's not about gender, no.
Okay.
Can a male become a female?
I don't think I get the question.
Can you scoot your mic that way? I
think I do.
Yeah.
So the separation between sex and gender. Gender is your expression of how you identify. Sex is your actual
Chromosomes,
physical
yes.
body.
Yes.
Can a male actually become a female?
Quick answers if
Yes.
you can, guys.
Yes.
If they're a hermaphrodite and you have both inside of you,
I'm speaking in generalities here. I'm not looking for the.
I'm even willing to
The
accept
fringe.
it. I'm
Yeah.
actually willing to accept the specifics. So if you think a hermaphrodite can become the other sex, I think that that's fine.
yeah.
Okay.
But but I don't think we got really definitive there. Can a male become a female?
So yeah, so if he was presenting, but he has ovaries,
Okay.
right? Yeah.
But that's okay. But how about there aren't birth defects? Like an otherwise normal, healthy male, can they become a female?
He can't have. He can become a woman, but female with
sure.
ovaries. If you're looking
Can't
at
become a female.
biological.
Okay. What about you?
No.
No.
Not completely the same as.
Okay. I just want to point out, all of you who said a woman is this, that, you're all you're all science deniers. All of you are science deniers. Biology is a hard science.
Hard.
It's not a soft science like psychology and sociology.
And economics.
Hard sciences like biology, for example, with established fact, it's not up for negotiation. It's not up for debate.
Sure.
Just to be clear.
I think that depends. So for me, I would ask this. Why do you, specifically you, as a hetero, married, happily, as you mentioned, man, why do you care?
Well, I'll dive into it and I'll show you why. Actually, this is I'm sorry. I know I was having a conversation. You couldn't help but butt in. Go ahead.
I feel like I kind of
And I
understand
don't care.
why.
But anyway, so back to this conversation over here. I can't
I'm
believe that
on
you
your
just
side.
butted in while we were having the discussion. But you couldn't help yourself. But here's the thing. I think that that's a fair question. And I'll explain my position. But let's start with this. I want to show you something that's super important.
Okay.
In philosophy, we call this an infinite regress. An infinite regress would be if I ask you, in this case, for a definition, and you give me the thing that I'm asking about as the definition, it infinitely regresses. And I'm going to show you how this works in real time. So I asked you, what is a woman? And you said a woman's anybody who identifies as a woman. That seems fair, right? Okay. Is she a woman?
To me, looking at her sitting here, yes.
Am I a woman?
No, because you definitely don't present and have stated that you are not.
That seems fair, that there's distinctions between the two of us. Mm-hmm. So if I ask the criteria again, what differentiates me from her? If you say a woman's anyone who identifies as a woman, okay, I'm a woman.
All right.
What differentiates us now?
Well, despite the fact you became a woman 5 seconds
Sure.
ago,
But I am now.
physically.
What
just the
what
physical.
differentiates us?
The physical characteristics of being female. At this point in your transition, ma'am, that's a big difference.
And what are those differences?
I don't see boobs. I don't think there's a vagina present.
Then it sounds to me like when you say woman, you actually don't mean anybody who says woman, because that doesn't give you enough information. It sounds like you mean there has to be other criteria there.
Just
Otherwise,
off
how could
looking.
you? Otherwise, how could you make the distinction?
Because you would tell me, like you just did, you'd say, guidance, I'm a woman. And from there on out, I would respect you.
But why
as a
is
woman.
it that you would instantly see her as a woman and not instantly see me as one?
But the same reason why you would look at me and say African American and not Latina.
That makes
Hispanic.
sense. So if I were to say black definitionally, I might point to skin, I might point to hair, I might point to all sorts of physical differentials,
right.
I would not say anybody who identifies as black, would I?
Nope.
Why?
Because you can't really and truly choose that race is different than sex.
Yeah, but hang on. Before,
earlier,
I'm not
like-
saying they're the same.
Yeah,
I'm
so
just
there's-
asking you
so why
this.
compare
I'm just
them?
asking you this one question.
Yep.
What would make me not black?
You're not. You don't you're
So
not
if you
black.
gave a definition of black versus white, you would be pointing to criteria,
'Cause that's
which made a
race.
differential between black and white.
You can't
But how is
choose
it
that,
you can
though.
look at
Michael
me and
Jackson
say,
did.
how is it that you can look at me and say man, look at her and say woman?
because you are
But the second
presenting
I
as
say,
man.
but I identify as a woman, suddenly those distinctions go away. That's an infinite regress. What that means is, what is a woman? A woman's anyone who says they're a woman. Yeah, but what is that though? Well, anyone who says they're that thing.